Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Herriman Associates, brought to you by Igloo Outfitters, as we are at Herriman High School for an old school rivalry. It's the Herriman Mustangs prepared to take on the Bingham Miners. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Pleased to be joined by Moose Bingham. Moose, this has been a one-sided rivalry. Herriman looking to get just what would be their second win over Bingham in program history, but this is a loaded Herriman roster against a Bingham team with a lot of pride. We should have a great game tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited. When you were looking at this game, look out for number 44, Ephraim Asiata. He has offers to USC, Utah, BYU, all over the country, Tennessee even, and he's an absolute menace. And Herriman, they've had a losing streak against Bingham that I think could be broken tonight. They have Riverton's offensive coordinator, the head coach from Riverton came over and is the offensive coordinator for Herriman now in Jody Morgan. And there's a lot of other things that are going to be really exciting because this Bingham team is ecstatic. Carson Sudbury seems to be healthy. He seems to be running. He seems to be doing what he needs to do. So with Bingham, with Herriman, this is a crosstown rivalry that we're going to get after, and I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, look, you talked about Bingham. An uncustomary start, 2-4 for the Miners. They got a region win last week, 1-0. Region title still in play for Bingham. You talked about Carson Sudbury. If you have not seen this young man, you're in for a treat. He's a do-it-all kind of player for the Miners, but it's a team that's been really beat up this year. They're going to have to see if some of that depth can help keep this streak alive for the Miners.
Well, the good thing is their specialists are healthy. They're looking good. So I expect some phenomenal specialist play from the Miners. The other person I'm excited to watch doesn't have a number, he's 0. Charger Donnie.
Yeah.
I like how we're incorporating zeros. No problems, nothing to do.
Doty's a big-time safety in the secondary for Bingham. Meanwhile, Herriman, I love that you brought up Ephraim Asiata. He's had a great year. But look, the Mustangs have an offense. How about Freddie Ty? He's been fantastic, and we'll get to see Ty, the quarterback, senior for Herriman, as they're set to receive. Herriman, I love the all-red look from the Mustangs here at the ranch. Meanwhile, Bingham in the road whites as we're ready to kick off KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, Week 7 underway. This into the end zone for the touchback, and now we'll get to see Freddie Ty wearing number 12, the senior, listed at 5'11", 192, but what a year he's had.
Freddie Ty is a bowling ball with a cannon for an arm. He can run, he can throw, he's just fun to watch, and he wills his team to win. I like with this offense, Jody Morgan, you'll see him with his fancy schmancy shoes out there and his nice beanie, but he's composed this offense with a lot of great players. The other kid I'm excited for is number 16 at the bottom of your screen, Malcolm Johnson, 6'7", 230. That's a big body for high school.
That kid keeps growing. We'll talk about that as the game goes on. First down here for Herriman. It's a quick throw, and Wade Johnson just had that slip through his fingertips as first down pass incomplete.
He's used to those jump balls. He's not quite used to getting down. And for me to reach down, it's not that big of a deal. For him, it's about 2.5 feet to get down to his toes.
It's a multi-year starter on the basketball team. Malcolm in his senior year now playing a little football. Awesome to see him on the outside, and matched up against him is going to be Latu. There's a size advantage on the outside if Herriman can take advantage of it. Second down, and they'll look to run. Boy, a lot of room on the near side. It's Ty. Ty in the open field across the 50 into the 45. A second down run for the quarterback has Herriman on the move.
It looks like that was Rudger Wojciechowski right there. Just kidding. It's Frederick Ty. I'm looking at my, oh man, mid-season mistakes. Moose. Freddie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the whole family. But Ty, like I said, bowling ball with legs. That RPO, he can get around. He can do a lot of good things. So you love to see that, and you love to see the blocking in the misdirection. What they need to be aware of is wherever 95 is, Will Vancott is an absolute set at 6'4", 235, the junior D lineman.
Clock you see on your screen is unofficial. Ty, a little bit of pressure here, trying to spin out of it. Oh, good strength there is bringing him down for the sack was Brooks Hoffine, the senior linebacker, with a nice play for Bingham.
That's what's nice about Bingham. They'll dial in different blitzes. They'll dial in different things. One blitz that they have loved for years is the double A gap. We called it the minor blitz when I played, where they're bringing pressure from all over. But if Ty can't get the ball out of his hands, this may not be a tie game for long.
How would you know that? You were an Alta kid in special teams. How do you know what their blitzes are called, Moose?
I knew the offense. I knew the defense. I did one-on-ones against Bingham all the time.
Nice. 2nd down and 17 here. Quick throw. Johnson with the reception. And that's a sure tackle, but Johnson able to pick up the loss and more here. A gain of about 9 on the reception.
That's a phenomenal tackle. And it's not like Lualatu is a small kid by any stretch, but he's given up almost a foot.
And I'm actually curious. There's 2 number 1s. Carson Sudbury's the other one. Carson, I'm used to him on offense. They're both listed as DBs. You see that cast. I wonder if that's Sudbury. We'll keep an eye on that. It's the problem with double numbers, right? That's not a good idea, as we have a timeout here going to be taken by Bingham, a late substitution. And Coach Eric Jones wanted to make certain he has the forces ready to go here on what would be a 3rd and long. 3rd down, we're going to step aside. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back. Opening drive here for the Mustangs. They've got a 3rd and 8. Freddie Ty in the shotgun, has been on this entire drive, will be throughout the night, as he'll keep this nice lane up the middle. Ty with the 1st down. How about that carry from the senior quarterback?
This is such a hard offense to defend because you've got a man in motion coming across. So as a defender, you say, hey, maybe I need to get that guy, and you take the step. You've got the 6'8" wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. You're like, hey, maybe I need to defend that. And then Ty can blast it down the middle as well. So it's a more refined, very sophisticated triple option you're getting at you.
1st down. This Ty again, and he's been the lion's share of the offense tonight for Herriman as he takes this for a gain of 7.
Ty isn't the biggest, he's not the strongest, but he might have the best will out of any quarterback in the state this year, because he's like, I think this is a winnable region for me. I think we can at least be number 2, if not number 1, against Corner Canyon.
Well, that's going to be the game. If they win this one, that's going to be the game. Everyone circles Herriman Corner Canyon matchup. We'll see if Herriman can match up with them. Right now, they're worried about trying to get their 2nd win against Bingham. Talking about this matchup. Herriman split off from Bingham. The Mustangs 1-13 against Bingham all time. As Ty looking, has a man wide open over the middle. That caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Herriman.
Samisi Fafita, pound your chest, because my goodness, that was a great play drawn up. That was a lot of confusion for Bingham, and a great touchdown strike from our boy Freddie Ty.
Fafita is one of the leading rushers for this Herriman side, but that time it's through the air that the Mustangs able to strike and get on the board. Point after, Moose's favorite part. This kick up and good. 7-0. Herriman scoring on the opening drive. They lead the Bingham Miners on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back. Great start here for Herriman. What was an 80-yard touchdown drive. And, boy, Freddie Ty was excited to see this young man. Did it with his legs, finished it off through the air. And you see there's a lot of weapons for this Herriman offense. We talked about Bingham coming into this game. And, a lot of question marks around, even for me, who's going to be at the quarterback position tonight. They've been dinged up. They've played 4 different guys. We'll see if they can establish an offense, get a rhythm going, and we'll find that out here quickly as Bingham back to receive this kick. And this one will end up in the end zone for the touchback.
It's absolutely insane to me that the ball in the end zone is just kind of a foregone conclusion at this point. There's so many great kickers, and this one's no exception. what I like about Herriman is they have a great rugby tradition too. So you'll see some great rugby kickers come out of this Herriman area, and they're even placing kids all over the world with their rugby program here in Herriman.
Here we go. First down. First drive of the game for Bingham, starting at their own 20. Under center. They're going to try to get this ground game going. Oh, it's a double pass. They got a man open down the field. The trickeration works for Bingham, and it is, I think, Carson Stetler down the sideline to the 10-5. Touchdown, Bingham. How about the halfback pass for the Miners as they answer immediately? Touchdown, Miners.
Carson Stetler almost high-stepping. What a brilliant play call from Bingham, getting Herriman to bite on that run because they're saying, we don't think you guys can pass, and au contraire, they can pass. So that part of Bingham has definitely opened up, and we're going to see a tight game here.
Man, impressive. Sudbury there with the throw.
Why do they have Britton Anderson there?
Oh, how about this? Bingham going to try the 2-point try, and that one's behind the kicker. It will be no good. So trickeration worked once, not a second time.
No, Britton Anderson's not a kicker. Britton Anderson is actually a linebacker, the senior at 5'10", looks like about 215. But that whole thing drives me nuts, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, as a kicker, I mean, your stats are being ruined right there, Moose.
Take the points. Don't do this trickeration. The only thing I'll accept is a penalty to make the PAT look prettier.
How about that answer from Bingham, though, huh?
Phenomenal answer. Because you don't want to go on the road, even though down the road is about 5 miles or less. But you don't want to go on the road and see what's going to happen with that and get behind the 8 ball, to be honest with you. This game could get out of hand real quick. But Bingham's got fight, they've got determination, and I love to see the response.
Boy, that double pass, I thought Sudbury was running out of time as well, was able to get it off, and Stellar makes a nice job making a man miss, taking it the distance. Moose, I didn't know what we see from Bingham tonight, but look, it's still Bingham. It still has Miners across the chest, B and a shovel and a pick on the helmet, and my goodness, they looked like the Bingham, maybe a little different version, but still very effective offensively as this kick into the end zone, and we get ready to see that Mustang offense once again.
It's kind of crazy because Bingham, just a few years ago, would have taken all of Herriman into where they're at. And now we have Herriman High School and we have Mountain Ridge. That was all one team at one point. Of course, the population wasn't as big on this side. It was a little more country, but that's all right.
You know, walking into the stadium here, they've coined this the ranch, which I love.
The ranch.
The ranch. So we're out at the ranch here in Herriman. As we'll see what the Mustangs have ready here for drive number 2.
A lot of motion.
Again, empty backfield here for Ty. Maybe design run there. Did have an RPO look, gave a quick look on that slant. Penalty flag here coming in on the play, our first one of the contest.
Lots of whistling. Hey, I don't say a lot of good things about the ref, to be honest with you.
I know, we got to work on that. Actually, you've done really good this year.
Before the game, I saw something brilliant. Herriman and Bingham were coming out of the same spot, and we almost had a Miami, Florida State situation, getting the fight going.
Moose was all over that. He was like, oh, you better separate him,
Yeah, I was like, oh, we don't want to brawl.
That penalty on the Mustangs. Have a very experienced crew here tonight. Holding the call there. So rather than starting at the 20, he'll be back to the 10.
It's always a sad day when the sticks get farther away.
Of course, Herriman had, second and 16, second and 17 on the opening drive, converted. Well, he got clogged up in the backfield, and that Bingham D able to swarm and bring the ball carry down for a loss of 2. Herriman going the wrong way here.
You don't anticipate those mental errors this late in the season. We're at week 7?
7.
7. Lucky number 7. Can't believe it. Every single year, this time of the year just flies by. Thought it was week 2, to be honest with you. But you got to have your running backs go in the right spot, the right communication. Communication can make or break a team, especially this late in the season.
Second down and 22. Ty pressured, squaring up, has a man, that ball caught. Turn up field, boy, that's a nice gain for Caden Hansen, the senior, with a nice run after the catch.
These receivers are getting unfathomably open. They're finding the sweet spots in this zone. They're getting what they need to. And that's what Bingham's going to have to tighten up. I don't know if you need more pressure on the quarterback, man up, but they're finding the soft spots in this zone. And Ty is doing a great job.
There's pressure there from Jace Tupea from Bingham. Couldn't get to Freddie. Third and short. Ty with the keeper. Ty's got blocking. First down and more. Freddie up to the 40, tackle to the 42, and they go from 2nd and 22 to a first down.
I'm not going to lie. I saw Isaac Larson coming around. Me and a defender both were like, he's got the ball. It was almost like watching the NFL quarterback this weekend that just got demolished on a play fake.
Freddie's been really good with that mesh point tonight. I know we're just 2 drives in, but it has been really deceptive on the way that back is carrying that through. It's been tough to read even from up here.
Yeah, I feel deceived, and usually I've got a pretty keen eye.
Usually. Freddie throwing out, little screen set up here on the edge. Now this is Moose's. Nope, it was not. I almost got bit. This is number 18, I believe that was Hansen with the reception.
Yeah. I always laugh. Freddie's doing a great job with the mesh point, like you said. My wife, I was trying to teach her football, and she's like, who's the guy next to the quarterback? The sneaky one. The one you don't know if they have their ball or not. And Freddie is playing this game perfectly to help the sneaky one.
Well, that's the incredible thing. You think about this offense. Freddie averages 5.2. Sorry. He averages 5 yards. 5.2. Fafita averages 4.2. There's pressure around the edge. Freddie keeps it. How about the quick read there by Ties? He'll take this out of bounds. Boy, nice read there by Freddie to pick up the first.
Brooks Hoffine, he was seeing green. He's like, I'm making money on this hit. And whoop! Freddie Ty says, not today, son, and got himself the first down. He's so quick. He's so agile, and his height gives him an advantage. He's got that low center of gravity where he can make that quick cut and get up the field. Love to watch it.
And he's extremely quick, Moose. I mean, you talk about that quick cut, like, he is quick to make reads and quick to take advantage down the sideline. Caught, and Herriman's inside the 10. How about the long ball down the sideline, and it's taken in by Malloy.
Noah Malloy, he may look short compared to number 16, but Noah is a full 6'2", 170. He's a big old boy, and you've got matchups and mismatches. Charger Doughty back there directing the defense. He can't be everywhere. He's got to get some help, so this Bingham defensive backfield needs to grow up pretty quick.
This is not power eye run game at Herriman no more. This is a different Mustang offense.
And that's what happens when you bring Jody Morgan over. He's been a pain in Bingham's side, winning 2 of the last 3.
Yep.
He has one more win than all of Herriman has in the history of the school.
First and goal for the Stings. Ty gonna keep it, trying to follow his blockers. Boyne stood up right near the goal line. Second effort. It's gonna be a gain of 2. It'll set up second goal.
Bingham is still Bingham. They're still hard to run on. They still have big old bodies in the middle. But it is hard to do what Freddie Ty is doing.
Including a little bit of pep in the middle. As under center here, rarely Ty going to try to push ahead. Boy, look at how stout that is. But Herriman does get it in. Touchdown Mustangs.
There's a little pepper, there's a little salt, but no amount of seasoning was going to stop the Ty from getting in the end zone.
Some Thai cooking there. Hey.
All sorts of seasoning and delightful food happening on the field. The only thing that would make this night better is if I had a cookie. What cookie company is going to come through tonight?
That's a free call out. You'll get a free shout out. Someone rush us some cookies atop the press box here.
It is so cold.
Well, it doesn't feel like week 2. That kick up and good. 14-6. Herriman 2 for 2 on their first 2 possessions. They take an 8-point lead here in the first. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back. 14-6. Boy, what a start for Herriman. Bingham used trick ratio on their first drive. I don't know if that'll fly here the second time. We'll see what this offense has for the Miners. They try to keep pace here.
So Miners, it's hard because they're down to their 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th string quarterback. I can't keep track of it. So they have to use some trickeration. They're not going to go just head up at this point. They're like, we got to find any possible way to get this ball over the end zone.
This kick, short, returnable, taken from the 5. Looking up that left side, this is Chase Swenson, gets a lane. Swenson with a big return across midfield, and it's Swenson in the clear. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Bingham with another immediate answer.
Chase Swenson says we don't need an offense. I don't want to see Ephraim Asiata on the field as much as anyone else. Way to go. That whole thing was set up by the kicker. The kicker got under the ball. You see that fast rotation, doesn't get in the end zone. First kick not to go in the end zone. And Bingham's return team wasn't just a special team. It was special tonight. I love to see that. But now Bingham has to go for 2 because they did the
You don't have to. It's the first quarter.
Oh, you have to because you pulled that dumb trickeration.
You don't have to.
Oh.
It's the first quarter. Come on, Moose.
You have to. You have to atone for the mistake of not using the kicker.
Look,
what are they going to do?
Contrary to Dusty's position, you don't have to chase points in the first.
Oh, what are they doing though, Dan?
They're going for 2.
No, okay.
But you don't have to. You do have a choice. Sudbury trying to get around, and he doesn't get a penalty flag in on the play. Herriman did make the stop. Asiata in on it, but we got to sort out the hanky here first. You don't have to.
That's why I'm
totally on Bingham. Illegal shift here, so that will be denied. 14-12. Our score back and forth here at the ranch. One of the rare scenes where you can see Salt Lake County, Utah County, and Davis County, all your major universities right here from Herriman High School. Beautiful setting, always a great atmosphere here at Herriman.
It is a great university, and I can't believe Bingham has been able to do in 2 plays what's taken Herriman about 20. Bingham's like, we will just focus on explosive 20-plus yard plays anytime we touch the ball.
Well, Bingham here to kick off this one into the end zone for the touchback. Well, there's no rest for Freddie Ty. That poor man's going to play this whole first quarter. Time of possession extremely skewed in this first quarter. Is why a lot of coaches don't like that metric, eh?
I'm sure Ephraim Asiata is going to come up to him and be like, you tired, bro? He's like, yeah, exhausted.
Bingham has, 20 seconds of possession?
I don't even know if it's that much, to be honest with you.
Crazy.
Maybe 8? Do you count the special teams time of possession?
I don't think you count special teams. So, yeah, it might be less than that.
They're going to be going over film tomorrow. We won the time of possession battle.
The points per play right now is just astounding for the Miners. This drive starting again at the 20 here for the Mustangs.
So far, 12 points for one play.
Ty double backs here. Little play action over the middle. Johnson at a little tall, even for the 6'7" receiver, incomplete.
He went up with one hand, and he is a type of athlete that can snag that with one hand, but he's going to want that one back, and maybe he'll put 2 paws up there instead of 1 at the next try.
I just have, Blake Freeland in my mind. Freeland was a tight end, not a receiver, but you have that size, right, that you can throw to. It's like, man...
Blake Freeland was a quarterback to start out with.
Well, to start, he was. But his senior year, he was a tight end.
When we offered Blake Freeland, he came, and I was watching him throw, and I'm like, that is a horrendous throwing motion. And Ty Detmer came over, and he's like, we're going to offer him. And I was like, I hope not for quarterback.
I'll tell you this. When he was offered as an athlete, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm interested to see where they go. Not many athletes get thrown at tackle and then become a second-round draft pick. 4th?
Yep.
Regardless, That's an awesome story for Blake. Awesome to see him at BYU and now in the NFL.
Oh, phenomenal.
3rd and 9. Ty. Boy, that throw a little dangerous. Yeah, how about that drive? That's a beautiful read from, it is La'ulatu making the stop and the pass deflection.
Herriman, for being so young, has had a ton of NFL talent grace the doors of this beautiful school. Well, you have talked about Blake Freeland. We have Francis Bernard, who is playing running back. We have Andre James, who's a center that played for UCLA and now the Raiders.
And several linemen have come out of this school, right up at the U. And
Harris LaChance.
This one down the middle. Special teams opportunity. Trying to evade would-be tacklers and going to be tackled right around midfield. So Bingham coming out with good field position. Opportunity here to take potentially the first lead of the game.
Dylan Ellison coming down the field may have been my favorite thing. They had a defensive back trying to stop the 6'3", 250-pound man. He was the first to run down, and he is a phenomenal defensive lineman. But he's one of the best snappers, not just in the state, but in the country as well. There's a lot of talent that has come through both of these teams, though.
Yeah.
There's probably more current NFL players here than almost any schools in the state.
First down, Sudbury looking to run left side. Not a ton of room there. Able to pick up about 3.
No touchdown on that one.
Yeah, the efficiency is really tanking right now. We got to pick that up.
They just cut their yards per play in half, so now they're only averaging 30 yards a play.
40.
But
still,
my bad.
You know.
You know what? Talking is a proficient skill of mine. Math is not.
2nd down and 7 here for the Miners. Carson. Designed run. Sudbury. Boy, such a crafty player, able to pick up a pair there on the run. Is number 11 coming up with, 41 coming up with the stop. That's we got 2 linebackers. I'm going to go with Parker Wilcox, and the PA agrees with me.
Man, it is already chippy down there. It looks like Nick Halleck, number 55, was getting into it.
It's Herriman Bingham, man. It is chippy.
Yeah, they're shoving. There's probably some words going back and forth that you're going to have to repent for on Sunday morning. Partake of the sacrament and say, I'm sorry I said that, but I meant it.
3rd and 5 here for Bingham. Sudbury trying to find a little bit of space. Carson surging ahead. He's right at the stick, and I think he's got it.
Sudbury is quick. He wasn't available for the first couple games. He was very limited in his touches. Now he seems to be 100% ready, set, go. And they're like, hey, we don't have a quarterback, but we do have number 1 on the field and number 1 in our hearts. Let's see if he can just get some plays going.
And you know what I love? I mean, it looks like he's going to be playing quarterback tonight. Great. First play from the line of scrimmage, he's not. It looks like it's a tailback pass, and that just gives you one essentially free play, right? Where it's like, hey, they don't know that Carson's going to sling this thing, and that now also allows this offense to play off of that to where you know he can throw the football a little bit.
Absolutely.
First down, Sudbury looking right. I'll pick up 6.
He's going to have a workload tonight.
Yeah.
Because this isn't the Bingham that you're used to where the whole entire sideline, they have 200-300 kids out there. They're traveling a little bit lighter than usual, it looks like.
Well, now in fairness, the whole defensive side is around a television, so that sideline does look thin.
But come on.
There's a good 20-25 kids around that TV. I don't think they're watching TGIF either, so.
They're probably watching the broadcast and commenting on us.
They better be. 2nd down. Sudbury straight away. Nice run. Carson Sudbury down the right side. Inside the 20, up and into the 14. First down, Bingham in the red zone.
Man, Carson Sudbury is just a phenomenal running back. He is finding his holes. He's getting through there. He's like, kind of reminds me a little bit of a Braden Wessler from a few years back.
But he's bigger.
He's bigger. Yeah. But just, the elusiveness, the ability to adjust. He can catch, he can run, he can do everything. And I love that he's coming in at quarterback saying, hey, put it on my shoulders, I'll make something happen. College coaches watching this should definitely start taking notes on this kid.
Herriman was ready for that one, but he slipped through the would-be tackle, still moving. Boy, Carson Sudbury, that play should have been dead at the line of scrimmage. Ends up being a gain of 6.
So we call that yak right there, yards after contact. And he got about 8 on that. Really getting contact about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage and getting a gain of 5, almost 6. That's an incredible run.
And the thing is, again, I think Herriman's attuned to what's going on. They got a linebacker just sitting waiting for Sudbury. He slips through it. You talk about how difficult he is to handle. Demonstrated there on first down. Sudbury gonna, again, go up the middle. And he'll pick up about 3, maybe 4 on this carry. 3. Bring him a 3rd and short.
That's absolutely crazy that he's getting this. So what Herriman's doing is they're manning up. They're saying, you go one-on-one on him, you go one-on-one on him, I'll take this kid one-on-one, and let's send everyone else at the quarterback. And it is just, they're not quite landing it.
Bingham does not have to run a play here. And 15 seconds left on the clock. I'm guessing that's going to be the choice that they elect to make. 14-12, our first quarter in the books. Great start and a great rivalry on KSL Sports Rewind's game of the week. And the first quarter here from Herriman.
That brings up into the first quarter.
Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Want to thank our sponsors here of KSL Sports Rewind. Advanced Windows in their fall window sale. You can get $2,000 off 10 windows or more. And you can get 60 months 0% interest financing. This is for a limited time only. The fall window sale. Call 801-850-9100 or go to advancedwindowsusa.com to check out Advanced Windows and how they can help your home during their fall window sale. Getting ready to start our second quarter. Moose, pretty good start here on a Friday night in Week 7.
This is what I've been waiting for. Rivalry week. Teams that don't like each other, that can't stand each other, that are ready to get after it. And Bingham says, we'll take you to the second half. We need our points on the board, and we need to kick a PAT.
We got a whistle here. Just got to get some procedure taken care of. There we go. Play clock going here. 3rd and 2 here for Bingham. Ball is at the 6-yard line. Trying to looking for their first lead of the game. Sudbury, nice lane. Carson ahead. First down, Bingham. It'll be 1st and goal.
Sudbury is finding the right hole. Most quarterbacks, they sit there, they're like, I'm just going to run in the A-gap. Sudbury has the vision, he has the patience to find the right place to run in. And that's what's making the difference for Bingham right now.
How do you stop that if you're Herriman?
I don't know. I wish I could come up with something intelligent, but with Carson Sudbury, Mr. Clean is what I like to call him. There's not much you can do to stop him. Oh, look at this, new quarterback.
Yeah, but it is Sudbury looking left side. Touchdown, Bingham. He doesn't have to take the snap. He can finish in other ways as Bingham takes their first lead of the game.
Oh, Carson Sudbury, Mr. Clean, Suds, whatever you want to call him. He is an absolute dynamite running back, and Bingham is happy that he is healthy and getting after it. And now, for the worst idea ever, this again.
Tell you, Moose does not, you know how he's feeling. Of course, they tried a 2-point try off of this formation. It's what has made this game uneven. Now they'll motion and, they'll they'll realign here for the typical PAT.
You've got a couple great kickers here. What are you doing?
They're keeping it interesting, Moose. This kick up, this kick good. It is 19-14. Bingham with their first lead of the night.
Yeah, my thing is Bingham just has such a great history of kickers. That's why I hate that formation more than anything. Justin Sorensen, Chaden Johnson, Braden Lovelace, guys that have played all over the country and have been All-Americans. And when you see that, it hurts your heart.
We do want to remind you, look, it's a chilly Friday night out here, and if you're looking for a way to stay warm, check out Igloo Outfitters. It's the coziest wearable sleeping bag, and they've got you covered during those chilly days and nights. Worry no more about the weather and watch your favorite team in comfort with Igloo Outfitters. That's Igloo, I-G-L-U. Go to igloooutfitters.com and enter Rewind for $20 off. Never miss the moments, regardless of the weather, with Igloo Outfitters.
Yeah, we need to go to that website pretty quick here, Dane.
Well, one of us showed up in shorts. Moose, I mean, come on, man.
Well, luckily we're not getting broadcast, so our audience doesn't know which one of us that is.
Yeah, they have no clue. Ready to kick off. Good times. This one into the end zone. Another touchback, 3 for 3 for the Miners, eh?
I like number 90 for Bingham, Riley Whitaker. He holds on field goals, and then he gives the Michael Jordan shrug after kicking the kickoff into the end zone. I respect that. Give the Michael Jordan shrug, and you're on your way, young man.
When I give the Michael Jordan shrug, it's not because I'm like, yeah, I'm just that good. It's like, no, I really have no clue. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of oblivious.
He knew exactly what he was doing there.
He did, yeah. It works for some. It doesn't work for guys like me. Herriman starting this drive at their own 20. Once again, Ty going to take this and run. Pick up a 5 there for Freddie.
Freddie Ty sitting there, he's like, okay, I just watched Carson Sudbury get some running. You want to see how to do it? Watch this. It's a little bit of anything you can do, I can do better. Competition between the two quarterbacks.
Second down. Little play action. Ty again on the carry. He'll pick up just 2. Bingham feels like that defense starting to settle in here, Moose.
Yeah, they do. They're starting to look a little more comfortable. They're starting to actually stay in their lanes. When you're a defense, you have gap assignments, whether that's A, B, C, D, whatever. However you name it, however you number it. But it seems like they're settling into their gaps, they're getting to where they need to be, and they're really attacking this Herriman offensive line. And you'd rather be the hammer than the nail when it comes to football.
Third down, about 3 yards to go.
Dustin Pierce making a run down, maybe a timeout.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. That play clock was ticking down, and this feels like a big third down. I mean, Bingham's got the lead right now. You went 3-and-out on the last series. You don't want to give this ball right back to the Miners.
Absolutely not. But I think Herriman defense is going to finally kind of get together after this. They're watching the plays. I think it's crazy that you have multiple TVs on each side to watch the plays in the game live.
Well, right now you have an HDMI connection issue on one of them, so you're really only being able to take advantage of half of your technical setup. I'm sure they'll get that resolved. They're working on it actively right now, matter of fact. Hey, there we go.
It's back up. They don't have the technical prowess that we have.
Well, we only have one HDMI cable, makes that a little bit easier.
Fools.
Look, 3rd and short. We've seen Ty in the run game. Are you running with it here?
So one thing that Ty's able to do is you're able to fake the interior run and come outside. Ty does a great job attacking the edge with his speed. So I wouldn't be surprised them doing some trickery, maybe pulling a slot receiver, setting him in motion, and then seeing Ty pop out on the other side, maybe on this bottom side of the screen.
2-by-2 formation here on 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs.
But he can throw too, so I don't know, you don't know, Bingham doesn't know, but hopefully Herriman knows what they're about to do.
Bingham very balanced here defensively, according to alignment sakes. They'll have motion. Quick throw. No, Ty going to take this and run. Boy, second effort, able to surge ahead and pick it up.
So I thought he'd attack the edge, but he went right down the middle. So whatever he does is right.
I was kind of curious if we were going to get a screen there potentially, but I have no problem with the play call. Obviously, it worked.
The thing is, I don't know what Jody Morgan's going to do, and Bingham sure as heck doesn't know what he's going to do either.
First down here for the Herriman Mustangs. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Ty looking sideline for Johnson. Contact there, and the penalty flag comes in.
Great job by Johnson, just falling. Couldn't get to the ball. He says it was catchable if he had his feet under him. But that's a big penalty right there. And if you see your screen shaking, the home crowd is getting just a little bit rowdy.
Tell you, this is one of the bigger bleacher sections in high school. This stadium, really big. And Herriman usually does a great job. Great support here again tonight.
Yeah, I think it's between this, Lone Peak, and Corner Canyon, probably.
I feel like the visiting section of Herriman is what sets it apart.
It is. One thing I'd hate is if I played here and they said go run stadiums, to be honest with you.
No kidding, huh? It's the stairs that never end. First down after the penalty. And Ty looking up that right side, just tripped up. Boy, that's a big-time tackle being made. As Ty had a lot of room if he was able to slip through that one.
Ty had two options, and both of them looks pretty good. So sometimes you take the ball, sometimes you give it off. But either way on that one, Ty was ready to roll, and Bingham was not quite prepared for that.
And Tupea made the stop there for the Miners. Second down. Ty has a man going right down the middle. Oh, but leaked out the back, and that caught. Boy, wide open was Gabe Bloomfield, I think. The junior was left uncovered and makes the catch. Oh, I'm looking at Bingham's roster. It was Isaac Larson. I'm sorry.
Isaac will never let you live that one down. But great job sneaking out of there. The running back just kind of popping out, getting there. The sophomore, only 5'7", 170, but he is quick as can be.
My apologies to the Larson family. I have a system. It didn't work out. First down. Quick throw. Here's Johnson. Looking to take advantage of blocks. A flag coming in there. I'm guessing there's going to be a holding.
That's probably a good guess right there. But Johnson, you don't usually see that from basketball players taking screens, getting physical. Most of the time from these basketball players, it's just, let's do the jump ball in the end zone so I can celebrate.
He played for Lance Gummersall. Lance is a guy who, look, he's going to bring the intensity. This is not like, this is, there's intensity when you play for Lance, so he's used to that.
There is intensity. Basketball is physical, but kids coming at you at your knees, it's something that I don't like, and I know for a fact he doesn't like it.
That's fair.
But Lance Gunderson, one of the legendary coaches here in the state.
Well, so he's moved on. Lance up at Syracuse now. They're welcoming Doug Meekum. I know you're not a basketball guy, but
welcome Doug Meekum.
Yeah, coming up from Spokane. Great hire. And be interesting to see how the basketball season works out for Herriman. They're worried about football right now, as Malloy able to take this back, get back some of those penalty yards. There's a penalty down the field, so hence the first and 17. A gain of 8 there will bring up 2nd and 9.
The last basketball coach I can think of that came from St. George up north is probably Cuff at American Fort.
Yeah.
And he's had semi-success.
Yeah, he's won some state championships. You know, done all right. Oh, speaking of all right, how about pushing the pile? That's a heck of a job. A play that looked like it might have been stopped is converted for a first down.
It's kind of crazy how elite the basketball coaches here are in the state. You've got Quincy Lewis at Lehigh. You've got the dude at Real Academy over here.
Yeah, Dave Evans.
I mean, Those are some high-quality basketball coaches.
Well, and you've got, a new director of ops at BYU who was coach out at Grantsville, Nate Austin. So there's a lot of talented coaching in basketball and in football as well. We'll get into that as Ty here taking this up to the 15. Boy, there was some contact coming on that pressure. I felt that one.
That was a great tackle by number 74, Fangupo. I don't think he's supposed to do that, though. So good tackle, but be careful.
We'll transition to football. You got guys that have coached at the collegiate level, that are coaching high school sports here in the state. Steve Coburn has, coached JC at a higher level.
Yeah. And you have guys from high school going up to college as well.
That's right. This one, boy, that through a very narrow window, and a nice reception being made. Was that? Yeah, Hansen with another reception. He's had a nice night here tonight.
Yeah, that's what's great about the state. Just the community support, the people here, and the talent is unbelievable. I was sitting with one of Navy's coaches today, and he'd sit there and he's like, this kid's a dog, that kid's a dog. I'm like, they're all dogs.
First and goal here for the Mustangs as Ty hands this off on a sweep, and Fafita able to get this about a gain of a yard. Not much there for Fafita.
Yeah. Herriman's had some success attacking the edges. It's fun to see what they're doing. But, yeah, I was sitting there talking with the Navy coach, and we were just rapping names back and forth. And we were sitting there for about 3 hours over lunch and didn't stop the whole time of kids that should go not just P5, but G5, 1AA, top talent in this state.
Second and goal. A lot of opportunities out there. Herriman with an opportunity here. Bingham showing pressure. They bring it up the middle. Ty looking end zone for Johnson. That caught! Touchdown! And it was actually Caden Hansen who went up and caught that ball. Beautiful reception out of the air as Herriman with the answer.
Caden Hansen gets to do his favorite thing, and that's celebrate in the end zone. You love to see that. That was such an incredible throw by Ty. Freddie, I mean, he's going to be a nightmare for these Bingham Miners. Freddie Krueger.
There we go. I didn't catch it, Moose. My apologies.
Freddie's going to be a nightmare.
Point after, up and good. 21-19. Back and forth. We continue to go as the Mustangs retake the lead. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back here to Herriman High School. Want to thank our sponsors. Heidemann and Associates is a full-service law firm that is focused on taking care of you. Get a free consultation and take advantage of their flat rate service by calling 801-472-7742 or go to utah.law to find the office nearest you.
I'm just loving this weather right now, Dane. It's cold. It's fall weather.
It is fall.
It's crisp. The pads are hitting a little harder. The ball feels a little better crossing the goal line. The boys of fall are here. And now, hopefully, this wonderful kicker, number 37, Imaji Hagan, is going to not do that and just kick the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, no touchback here. Special teams have been good for Bingham. How about lowering the pad there on the return by the up man as Bingham will come out at their own 35.
You love to see the special teams play, but you want to see a touchback, especially after that. But it is like Grandpa Joe Bluth is on the back of the end zone right now saying, no touchy.
So we'll see what this Herriman defense has in store. Of course, we got people all over the state watching this Herriman defense, and defensive coordinator Jordan Gurry's got some friends from the Basin catching a little high school football tonight.
You love to see it.
Bingham going to run on first down. Sudbury has a penalty flag coming in here.
That was a really good tackle by Ty Carmen coming in and doing that. You said Jordan Gurry? We love to see a couple good gers.
As we get the call here, holding on Bingham. Back him up.
Man, I was not quite ready for this cool weather, to be honest with you. But
I don't know. You brought a jacket tonight. That's a step in the right direction.
I need to get some igloo type apparel.
Yeah, the wearable sleeping bag, man.
Yeah. Actually, probably not a wearable sleeping bag. I may fall asleep during the...
Well, we'll make sure you stand. That should help. First and about 20 after the penalty.
Oof.
And Sudbury here with the direct snap. Looking, rolling out. Going to try deep. Has a man. And that incomplete.
May have been offensive pass interference.
That's what the Herriman sideline wants. But I think the challenge is the DB never... I don't know that the DB looked like he was trying to come back for the football.
Dustin, well, he couldn't. He was getting held. That's the point.
Well, there wasn't a lot of attempt, though.
When you're getting bear hugged, it's a little difficult. Where's the red challenge flag for Dustin Pierce? He's hooting, he's hollering, he's asking the ref to come over.
He's still talking to that back judge.
To no avail.
Yeah.
It's always rough when the coach on the sideline is yelling and his microphone's still close to his mouth. Everyone's sitting there like, bro, put that thing up before you curse the ref out, please.
Of course, our apologies there. Our clock got a little ahead of us. And now we've got delay flag coming in here on Bingham.
Bingham's going the wrong direction at this point. And Bingham's been in a fight the last few weeks. Last week, they were behind all the way up until the very end against Copper Hills. And now they're facing a angry Herriman team.
Yeah, and they've got a 2nd and 24 here. Of course, they had to go on a 14-0 run in that fourth quarter to get that win against the Grizz last year, who I know, it's been a program that has struggled, but Copper Hills has some talent. That's not an easy W. And nice run there, but it'll be 3rd and a long way to go here, about 20 for the Miners.
In the past, I'd been like, you know what, Copper Hills, we don't know how it's going to be. They've got some talent. Nate Kitchen. They've got some phenomenal players, to be honest with you. When I was doing my preseason rankings, I'm like, Copper Hills has some dudes.
Here's the thing. I don't know how you feel about this. I think Nate Kitchen is probably the kid that no one knows about, but they probably should.
The most unheralded player in the state, would you say?
Yes.
I would not disagree with that.
3rd and 20. Play action, bootleg. Wanted to throw back, but Herriman was ready for it. Now going to tuck it and run. Looking for the sideline. Pushed out. That will not be flagged. It was not late as Boston Singley there ended up the sophomore quarterback. 6'2", good size, but Herriman was ready for that play.
Boston Singley, the ability to look and be like, this ball's about to get batted down, that's really bad, and to spin around and just say, I'm going to get what I need to live to see another day. Great play by Boston right there.
Good business decision from a sophomore there. Picked up about 6 yards. No, just 1 yard. Sorry, it was 3rd and 15. So 4th and 14 here. Bingham to punt, and we've got a whistle here. I think Herriman was trying to take a timeout. Some frustration on that Mustang sideline, and indeed the timeout taken here by the Mustangs.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I like how Riley Whitaker still punted it. He's like, I know this doesn't count. Got to get a swing in. Kind of like a golfer getting up to the tee box, getting those nice little swings in. Get the hips loose. Let's go, Riley Whitaker.
Going to step aside real fast. We'll have a 4th down punt after this. Welcome back. 4th down. Bingham punting for the first time tonight.
Special teams have been special for Bingham tonight. Let's see if Herriman can respond in this big knockout round. Ooh, good punt.
It is taken. No, that muffed. That ball's loose. Loose ball after the punt. Bingham thinks they might have it. Still loose. And Bingham does have it. You talked about the special teams play, Moose. And Bingham capitalizing again off the muff punt.
Special teams, like I always say, it's 1/3 of the game. And that is a special third of this game. I don't know if the refs have called it Bingham ball yet.
They did.
Now they did.
Yeah, they did.
So that was crazy. If you're going to call a fair catch, you better catch that ball. That's the most important part of being a punt returner. Don't let the ball go into the end zone and catch it.
How about this night for Bingham? First play from the line of scrimmage. It's a halfback pass, 80 yards. Herriman scores, 95-yard kickoff return. Now you have a muff punt. I mean, in a game where you don't have a lot of quarterback depth, these are exactly the kind of breaks you need if you're Bingham, and they're getting them.
Yeah, they've gotten two of the biggest special teams breaks I've seen all season.
First down, and this is Sudbury ahead for a pickup of 5. He'll take it up to the 10, where it'll be 2nd and 5.
The crazy thing is Bingham has attempted like 3 passes. We all know they're going to run. They all know they're going to run.
It doesn't matter.
Mr. Clean is still sitting out there getting his 5 yards a carry.
What a half from the Miners.
I haven't seen special teams like that since I was in college.
This is what drives coaches crazy, stuff like this. This is, up the middle. I thought Sudbury had it. How about a nice little play execution there from the Miners, a gain of 3.
Drives coaches crazy. What are you talking about? That's the thing that warms their hearts if you're a Bingham fan.
Not if you're Herriman.
Oh!
I don't think Coach Pierce's heart is very warm right now, Moose.
There's 2 sides to every coin, I guess.
There are.
I was getting inspired by Bingham's special teams play.
Yeah.
You're taking it from the opposite point of view. I see you, Dane.
Well, we're on the Herriman side, so I got maroon in my head. 3rd and 2. Under center. This looking up that left side, and I think they got a first down. They do. First down, Bingham. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's a Bingham formation if I've ever seen one. 2 basically fullbacks with their hands in the dirt and a flag.
Yeah, late flag here. This is probably going to be an unsportsmanlike would be my guess. We did see some late blocking after that play. You talked about some of the chippiness we've seen, Moose, and you wonder if that's going to be the call here.
Who said something? What did they say? And will they be able to play? All questions swirling in my head at this point.
It's a Friday night. It's at night. It's cool outside, and there's some chippiness. Man, it'd be a great spot for a sponsor, but look, we don't have a sponsor, so I can't give them the love here on what'll be a 3rd and 2 as we wait for this play call after some chippiness.
Oh, that is so true. No chip, no crumble, no dirty dough, nothing to talk about that. Oh, it's on Bingham.
Foul.
What was said?
I don't know. But
I'm sure you can use your imagination, and I'm sure it was 4 words. 4 letters. 4 words. Oh, my gosh, Moose.
Maybe something like, we're not going to punt, or something like that, I'm sure.
We're not going to take it, probably.
Yeah,
no, we're not going to take it.
Yeah, give me some drums. That's going to be it for sure. So personal foul here, going to back it up.
That's a huge play.
Huge play. Would have been 1st and goal, and instead the penalty going to take it back to the 20-yard line, and I think it should be 1st and, well, they are setting up markers. 1st and 10 here from the 20. Yeah, I thought that was premature, and that indeed will be the case.
I like how the safety, even in the backfield, is reading the quarterback, hands on his knees, trying to figure out which hole that he's going to attack. This is a big, old, beautiful, old-school Bingham offense, if I've ever seen one in my life.
So they must have had the personal foul not be a dead ball. We'll get clarity on that at halftime, but it'll be 1st and 10 here for Bingham at the 20. Here's your a little Coach Freddie formation. They love the old double back there. Surge ahead for a gain of 5, and a timeout here going to be taken, I believe, by Herriman. They don't want Bingham to be able to run this thing down, trying to get a defensive stop here in the final minute plus.
Yeah. Man, this Herriman team is honestly taking the biggest punches from Bingham, and Bingham is finding ways to get points on the board. If they can go into the locker room 22-21, that's a win for Bingham, putting 22 points up. I didn't think they were going to put 19 up.
Well, here's the thing. You talk about a Bingham squad, and we talk about some of the injuries they've had to deal with. We saw week 1 against Lone Peak. It just didn't look like you expected from Bingham. This is a team that had preseason top 10 expectations. Obviously, the injuries started before week 1. They continued through week 1. Obviously, last week against Copper Hills, it was like, man, is this still a team trying to find its footing? It's not looked like that tonight. It's maybe been untraditional, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, just figure a way to get through a game, and they've done that. And you got to love what you've seen tonight from Bingham if you're a Bingham fan.
Yeah, their expectations coming into the season, they were a top 100 team in the country.
Yeah.
Max Preps rated them.
Second down. And they'll go on the ground. Sudbury left side. Sudbury cutting back in. Sudbury inside the 5. He's got a first down.
Wow. What an incredible run by Sudbury right there. You got to bring your big boy pants if you're going to be playing Bingham. They got the personal foul. They got moved back to the 20, and they said, we don't care.
First and goal for the Miners as we approach 1 minute to go here in the first half. A chance for Bingham to take a halftime lead.
Inspiring play, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Sudbury, no give up on that one. Handoff, Carson left side. Sudbury into the end zone for the touchdown.
Every college coach should be taking notes. I mean, I don't care where you're at. I don't care what you think. Carson Sudbury can play ball. My goodness, it's fun to watch Mr. Clean down there on the field. Stop it, Bingham. This is the weird thing. They've got their punter at the bottom of the screen. That's a new one. And they've got someone else that's not even the kicker coming out, so you're splitting your kickers out wide.
Moose, I have little giants running through my head, and the quarterback's not even there.
Yeah, like
they're standing around, butts. Great movie. This point after up and good. So with 44 seconds to go, Bingham retakes the lead, 26-21. All right, Moose. Herriman had to expire their timeouts as they were trying to get a stop. I think they might have let up a little bit there, just so they could try to get the ball back. The question here for me, at least, is how aggressive. Well, I think they're going to be aggressive with 44 seconds left. Do you dial up something special here, or do you try to just run what you've been running?
I think you run what you've been running, but you look for big 16 as well. I mean, you've got a 6'8" kid. Just throw him the ball, get out of bounds. Let's preserve the clock, and let's see if we can get at least 3 on the board, because you've got a pretty good kicker. Man, it is getting colder, Dane. Woo! Should have brought some mittens for myself, and I didn't.
Bingham ready to kick off here. Touchback, Moose?
Not today.
No. This one fielded from the 10. Opportunity for a return. Up to the 27-yard line is where the Mustang offense will come out. 39 seconds left.
So on that kickoff, Whitaker actually ended up kicking the tee. And that's why he got under the ball. His steps were off a little bit. Got a jog, walk, sprint, kick. Walk, jog, sprint, kick. My bad. But let's see what Ty does here. Coming out 5 wide, that's smart. They've got a lot of good things going.
First down. Empty backfield. Ty looking, eyes down the field, has a man down the sideline, and that ball, was that caught? Yes, it was. Big reception for Herriman up to midfield.
So one play, you're already on the opposite side of the field. One thing I don't love that Bingham's doing is they're just playing man up on a lot of these guys. Usually you'd have 4 people on them, and you're seeing Charger Dottie saying, hey, I've got a one-on-one over here. There's someone open in the trips right now.
First down, Herriman. Here's Ty, empty backfield again. Quick throw, has the out, that caught. Bingham gonna take it out of bounds. That's a heady play there to stop the clock.
Great job. 28 and a half seconds is an eternity in football. It's about the same as just a full quarter, it seems, at this point.
2nd and 5. Ty stepping up, buying time, and that skipped, incomplete. Tried to sell it, but that one just underthrown, looking for Caden Hansen.
Ty's going to want that one back. Honestly, I loved his pocket presence right there. He started by coming back and then stepping up, finding his man just a bit outside, though.
Here's the thing, though, with no timeouts, I mean, that only stops the clock to move the chains. You probably lose 6 seconds here if you make that catch.
So you're saying the receiver batted it down?
I'm not, but that's probably not the worst in the world.
No.
Ty with a back to his right. Oh, Ty showing some of his elusiveness, takes it up to the 32-yard line.
Now you're in field goal range, at least, like doable field goal range. If you get a few more yards, but this is a 49-yard field goal, maybe a 50 depending on where they snap it from. But Herriman has an elite snapper. They've got a lot of good things going for him. Their kicker should be able to hit this, but you've got an opportunity for some shots, and Bingham's going to think this one over.
That's a Bingham timeout taken here with 14 seconds left. How about Herriman? They get this ball with 44 seconds left. They've moved it about 40 yards in a span of 30 seconds with no timeouts. Pretty good execution.
Absolutely incredible. And then they know that Bingham's getting the ball to start the second half off.
That's a great point.
So they're like, you know what? We got to make something happen, or this could be a long night in a one-sided series.
Well, this is a game where it's been one possession through the duration of this first half. You don't want to go down multiple possessions given how Bingham's been able to run the football.
And I've been flabbergasted. Carson Sudbury, Mr. Clean, the man, the myth, the legend, getting down the field when everyone knows it's a running play. Amazing.
First down. Do you like that timeout there by Bingham?
Honestly, if I'm Bingham and you're on the edge of field goal range, do what you can to preserve the points. Make sure everyone's in their right spot. Let's see if we can get this ball back, because I'd be sitting there saying, hey, we know they're going to take some shots. Let's prevent that.
First down. And just one timeout now left for the Miners. No timeouts for Herriman. Here's Ty. Man over the middle. That throw on target. Caught. Couple men miss. Inside the 10 and tackle the 7.
Dirty laundry on the field, though.
Yeah, back. Yeah, a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
So Bingham brilliantly had a delayed blitz right there that got picked up and might have gotten a handful of cloth there.
No, Herriman continuing to move forward. This looks like it might be on the Miners.
Oh, wow. Jody Morgan is clapping it up, saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. Big response by Herriman, smartly using their timeouts now as we look in retrospect.
No kidding, huh? Been a masterclass of execution as Herriman will be set up with a first and goal. The ball is spotted at the 7. It's a personal foul face mask, so that penalty will be declined, and Bingham now going to take the last time out here as they're trying to maintain the lead. Wow.
Bingham helping him out a little bit, it seems, almost.
I mean, you have 2 opportunities here.
Now you have 2. I'm not sure if you had 2 before. Bingham, they have to get to the quarterback. That's the only way you end this half, with no points. But Herriman, incredible plays. Ty says, I don't want to lose, I want to win. No ties for me.
Well, and the incredible thing is you're going over the middle. There's two Miners that have an opportunity to make that tackle, and they miss them. And you give up an extra 7-8 yards.
Phenomenal effort. It's just fun to watch this game. This is what we live for. This is why we love high school sports. Not a lopsided game. Thank you.
Oh, it's finally football season number 7, Moose.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this for 6 weeks, and finally.
So coming out of timeout, 1st and goal for Herriman at the 7. There's 7 seconds to go.
Look for number 16 at the top of your screen. He's double covered. You've got a man over the top. You've got a man jamming at the line. But they've got a lot of defenders out and hopefully bringing some extra pressure as well if you're a Bingham fan.
Ty, back, looking, double pumped, now running around, got to get rid of it, throws to the back of the end zone, and that incomplete.
0.2 seconds left.
But there's a flag in the backfield here.
Whoa.
That was one where you could kind of feel like Freddie was holding on that maybe a little too long, and Herriman now looking like they're going to send out the field goal unit.
Or the heavy unit. You never know.
Well, heavy from the 10 is probably not very good odds.
Okay, I guess it is the field goal unit.
I can't believe that you're suggesting that when a kicker could get 3, Moose.
After watching what Carson Sudbury's done, it's been a heavy unit all game for Bingham Miners.
Oh.
But I'm okay with the field goal. I encourage the field goal with 0.2 seconds left.
The penalty was indeed on Herriman.
As a kicker, I would accept this penalty and then some. Let's see how far back we can get and how dramatic we can make this kick. Oh, I thought the ref was throwing another flag. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, wow, they're just being cordial gentlemen.
This will be a 34-yard try for the Herriman Mustangs as they try to close out the half with what would be a really impressive scoring drive, having no timeouts. Here's Amaj, the kick. Oh, no, we had whistles before. I think this might be an official kind of pointing at himself here. We've had a couple times where I don't think we've caught the ready to go from our crew. I don't know if that's what we've got here again. But hey, you got a practice try. Did you like the practice try, Moose?
I didn't quite see if it went between the posts.
No. I mean, as a kicker, did you like getting the practice?
I actually did. I had one against Pleasant Grove, and I started clapping at the other coach, thanking him, which was kind of a jerk move by me.
Here we go, 34-yard try. Amaj, ready to go here. This kick up. And this is good. Herriman able to score it as a late flag coming in after that play.
Another flag. At this point, just let them go into halftime. We're past 0-0 at this point.
Well, here's the thing. If this is on Bingham, then do you try for the touchdown instead?
No.
I'm still waiting here to see where this is going to go.
It's an after the play penalty, isn't it?
That appeared to be due to the lateness, but officials here talking to both sides, so I don't know if we've got to, hey guys, look, we need to have a little bit of a reasoning here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the point is, field goal's good, and now we get a personal foul on Herriman. Boy, that was hands to the face by our white hat. No, you didn't. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
He was making the indication and ran into the Herriman's player helmet. I thought that was a good one. Anyway, hey, the field goal's good, so Herriman able to capitalize off the drive, and that'll do it. We'll head to the break. We're at the half, 26-24. Bingham leading Herriman on KSL Sport Rewind's Game of the Week. Welcome back. Start of the second half. KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Presented by Heinemann Associates. Brought to you by Igloo Outfitters and Advanced Windows. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham with you. What an entertaining game we've had, Moose. I don't even know what to think. It's competitive at halftime.
I'm just excited. Going into this week, we're like, what game should we do? This one, no. This one, no. I said, bring on the Miners and the Herriman Mustangs. Love to see this battle, and I love to see the chippiness. This is what makes high school football fun, because we're having a blast tonight.
Well, right now, Herriman's paying for some of that chippiness. There was the foul to close out the first half. It's going to back up this kickoff to where they'll be kicking off from their own 25. So Bingham, as they've done all night, could have really good field position to start this second half.
And here's the deal, though. Bingham, they were sneaky. They got plays off special teams. They got plays off trickery. Let's see if Bingham can keep that up in this second half and keep the Mustangs at bay.
Yeah, this kick will be, fielded by an up back at midfield. So you talk about field position, Bingham's certainly going to have it as brought down close to where it was fielded, and it will start in Herriman territory. Moose, what did you see from Bingham in the first half? And do you look at any halftime adjustments, or, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
Well, I think they're being creative. Freddie Fernandez comes out here and does a great job, but you only have so many tools in your tool belt at this point. You got to keep doing what's been working, and what's been working is number one, Mr. Clean Carson Sudbury. So they've got him back at quarterback again, and he may not be able to give up that position.
Well, he's going to start with a run here on first down. You see Carson running that right side. Nice lane ahead for a pickup of 5.
In all reality, we may have a Wally Pipp situation on our hands. Carson Sudbury may be the starting quarterback the rest of the year.
Wally Pipp. Help me with that one.
Wally Pipp, he was the first baseman for the New York Yankees before... Oh, crap. What was his name? Mickey Mantle, I think?
I don't know. I was born in 1982, so...
Let's take a step back while I remember this one.
Second down, Sudbury straight ahead into the teeth of that Herriman defense. Driven back, but they'll credit him with a pair of yards. It'll be 3rd and short here. We talked about some of the offensive contributors for Herriman. We really didn't talk about Sudbury. The year he's had coming into tonight, 5 rushing touchdowns, and a young man averaging just over 4 yards a carry. He's been beyond that tonight. He's also thrown the ball a little bit, but they have dabbled here with Boston Singley, the sophomore quarterback. They haven't asked Singley to do too much. It has been the Carson Sudbury show. Do you expect that here on 3rd and 3?
I absolutely do. And Wally Pipp was the first baseman before Lou Gehrig.
Ah.
And we all remember Lou Gehrig playing for the Yankees.
I watched him all the time. Sudbury left side through the first tackler, right at the chains. That should be good to move the sticks for the Miners.
Sometimes you get way beyond the sticks, and sometimes you get just enough to get that first down, and that's what Sudbury did.
No, he's going to be short.
Really?
He needed to get to the yard mark, and I don't think he did.
Did they bring the credit card out?
Well, they did stop the clock here.
Wow, rolling it.
Yeah, now they're going to roll it. They wanted to get that measurement, or they wanted to get a read on the play. It's 4th down and less than a yard, and the offense on the field here for the Miners.
This is a big play for Bingham.
And they're going to try up the middle, first down on the carry. That was Tristan Brimhall with the touch. And I actually like that. You're trying to keep a little gas in the tank for Carson Sudbury, right?
Carson's like, I have done it all for you guys. Tristan, take this one, please. You're all 6 foot.
Get a little water, just a little bit.
We need Adam Sandler on the sideline, getting him some of that glacial water. Get him something. Keep him hydrated.
H2O.
That's some high quality H2O.
That's what it is, high quality.
Yeah, that's some high quality H2Os.
First down. Sudbury off the field here And they will look left side once again. The carry here by Swenson. Swenson still on his feet. Chase Swenson inside the 20. The 10 spins out of a tackle. Stretches out to the 1. He's going to be just short. It'll be first and goal, Bingham.
All of that work, and it looks like Sudbury may be coming back in.
Look, this is going to be fantasy value for all the Sudbury owners out there.
You know what? For all of you guys that are playing Utah high school fantasy football, Carson Sudbury is a fantastic pickup on your waiver wire this last week. We really should start that. Can you imagine? I would have a blast.
That'd be gold.
I know there's no gambling, but I think the state of Utah would have an ability to do that.
Sudbury not on here. Do you let Swenson finish it? No, it's going to be the sophomore quarterback who plows ahead. Touchdown, Bingham.
Touchdown. Okay, there's the signal. I was waiting for it. My eyes deceived me once that drive, thinking they got the first down. I would not let it happen twice. What a great job by Bingham, overcoming adversity and going all 48 yards on this drive. And now for the worst part of all football, the middle linebacker coming, pretending to be a kicker for who knows why. All right, now we're done with that debauchery.
I wish I knew how Moose felt about that.
Yeah.
This point after the kick up, and this one, boy, that was angled, but does get in, so it is good. 33-24, a 9-point lead here for the Miners on the road in Region 2. Boy, for the Miners, it's been big plays at critical times, and that time it's the big run reeled off by the senior Chase Swenson that set up the Miners with first and goal. They capitalize, and boy, what a night from Bingham.
Absolutely ridiculous. Going into this game, we were thinking maybe Bingham scores 10 points, maybe 14, maybe 17. We did not expect this offensive explosion of 33 points.
This kick into the end zone for the touchback.
And what's really helped Bingham more than anything, they've been stout on defense, they've done pretty well, but their special teams has been the difference in the game. For real.
Well, and I think the other thing, too, is that they haven't shot themselves in the foot. We haven't seen a lot of penalties, haven't had a turnover. It's been like, guys, look, we're going to go and we're going to take care of the things we can take care of and let the game unfold. And they've done just that.
Freddie Fernandez and Jones are a spectacular team, and they've seen just about everything at this point. So it's nice to see them go in and have a great game plan.
Double backs again here for Herriman on first down. Been a common formation for him. As this ran by Ty, he'll pick up 8.
You don't see that T formation very often as a common formation unless you're in Herriman, Utah, and then you love to see it.
Well, I think I've been really impressed with the game plan from Herriman tonight. Offensively, they've mixed it up. They've ran out of different looks. They've tried to keep Bingham on their toes. They've thrown the football. Been very balanced tonight. Here's Ty. Tried to dump it off. That deflected. Boy, that's good pursuit off the edge there for the Miners. I think that was number 40, Britton Anderson. Nope.
Great job by number 10.
Number 10, yep.
Brooks Hoffine. Number 40 is the kicker. Don't forget that.
Well, he's listed as a linebacker. So,
No, I know. I was being facetious because he always lines up as a kicker. He is listed as a linebacker, and he is a linebacker. Big third down here for Herriman, trying to get down the field and get this game under control.
And this up the sideline, going to be good for a first down.
That was a great hit by number 2, Bode Pearson. But what was really creative about that play, you got the receivers getting down the field, you have the running back flaring outside and getting the necessary yardage and then some. Brilliantly drawn play.
First down. Here's Ty. As a man that caught, takes the first lick and keeps on ticking, trying to keep those legs moving. Caden Hansen's been a fantastic target tonight as he picks up 11 and will move the sticks.
Caden Hansen got the ball, got the thump, and then kept moving. That should have been only about 5 yards, but he said, nah, give me the double runs because I'm number one. Great job by Herriman. Really impressed with this offense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been really good. As a Herriman team, 4-2 on the season. They lost to Syracuse 21-10, fell to Lehigh 48-28. But look, there's just the Syracuse game is the only game that they did not get to 27 points. So been a high-scoring offense, and you see why tonight is Ty on the keep here. We'll take it across midfield and out of bounds at the Bingham 48.
Ty just makes it look so easy, so smooth, so effortless. And that's what elite athletes do. They sit there and they're just like, oh, this is easy. And then you try it yourself and you're like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I've watched Usain Bolt run 100 yards, and I have not been able to run 100 yards without getting completely out of breath.
Well, and the other thing is his decision-making. I mean, you talk about the RPO game, you talk about that mesh, the zone read, but even his throws, I don't know that he's made a wrong throw tonight. Like, he's been very disciplined. He's made good decisions through the air, on the ground, as this one incomplete.
Honestly, even though it was incomplete, throwing it in between 4 Bingham Miners on the money, too. This is some impressive stuff.
It'll be a third down and short here for Herriman. They've executed well on third downs tonight. Just the one punt for the Mustangs, if memory serves.
It's kind of like watching a thick Alec Caressa tonight.
That's an old school reference. On the ground, first down. Nice carry there by Isaac Larson.
The only school we go to is the old school, Dane, and it's a good place to attend.
Herriman, first down.
The old school.
This Herriman team, just getting down the field, the series before halftime was insane to watch, to be honest with you.
And that's where, look, they can slow it down and take their time. They can speed it up and get down. A lot of versatility here they have to work with. Ty on first down. Pocket set up, pressure coming. Looked like maybe trying to set up something underneath. Now looking up the sideline, and that incomplete. And a late flag going to come in here.
Got the, I don't know what you're talking about, hands coming up. That's when you put the palms to the heavens, saying, it's not me, I don't know what you're talking about.
Boy, it was good pressure right up the middle from that Bingham front. And Ty, using his athleticism to extend it, was trying to get it to Larson.
The DB didn't turn at all. He wasn't playing the ball for sure. And that may have gone into the ref's decision to throw the flag.
But it looks like it's going the other way here, Moose.
Really? Well, that's interesting. Apparently I don't know what I'm talking about. It happens every once in a while. And that's a 15-yarder?
Well, so is that ineligible participation and went out of bounds and came back in?
That's 15 yards?
I didn't think it was that big, but I don't know.
Well, for those at home, tweet at us at MooseB90. If you know what it is, let me know.
Well, we have access to a very knowledgeable individual, and he wasn't quite certain what that indication meant either. Doesn't mean it's wrong or incorrect. We just don't know how to help bring you some insight on that. So it is a costly penalty. It's going to be 1st and 25. Is Ty, pocket collapsing, on his feet still, under pressure. Penalty flag coming in. Ty going to tuck it. He'll pick up a couple, but boy, I don't know that this is going to be the end result.
Are we going to reveal our secret source for the rules, and it's actually you, Dane?
No, it is not me. People who listen to us regularly know that Dane rarely gets it right. As again, this is looking like it's going to head the opposite direction of the way in which the Mustangs offense is faced.
So for all of the great plays that have happened so far, we're basically back to square zero at this point.
Yeah. So all the armchair quarterbacks yelling, that's a hold, that's a hold. Well, you're right that time. It was a hold. And so this will back up Herriman.
You know what? Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day, and an armchair quarterback can get a call every once in a while.
So it's going to be, goodness, 1st and 35.
Usually it's the defensive line's parents that are sitting there calling the holds every single time.
Here's Ty. Quick throw. Caught, turning upfield. Oh, dragging guys. How about the gain there by Caden Hansen? I've been so impressed with him tonight. Was not on my radar coming in. That kid can ball.
Caden Hansen can absolutely ball. And it seems like there's always one or two kids. Whenever we're calling a game live, we're like, why doesn't everyone know about this kid?
Yep.
That's the hard thing. There's so much talent in the state. And they got about half the yards back on that one throw. So they're in the manageable 2nd and 18, it looks like.
He's their leading receiver on the year. Came in with just under 500 yards receiving and 6 receiving touchdowns. But, man, when you see it, you're like, that kid is so good. Speaking of so good, you go from 1st and 35 to 3rd and 3 in 2 plays.
What I loved about that play, Ty using his big old football brain, using the ref as an extra blocker. Elite move right there.
Yes, sir. Part of the field, man. Why not, huh?
The ref is probably like, hey, young man, I'm not your blocker. You see, I'm a zebra, not a blocker for you next time.
3rd and short. You get this. This might be the best 3 downs in, well, we've seen it in quite some time. Ty's going to pick it up. Freddie Ty still on the run to the 23, and they go from 1st and 35, and they'll move the sticks.
And for your bingo card, all of you guys out there that had Herriman's going to get the first down with 35 to go, congratulations. That was an amazing series.
You know, and let's talk about the play calling.
Yeah.
Most coaches in that situation, draw, screen, punt. Not Herriman.
No.
Like, look, down the field, run, like, hey, we're going for it. Love it.
And to end it with a quarterback run that gets you in field goal range.
First down, empty backfield. Freddie, quick throw. Hansen able to corral it. Makes one man miss. Has blockers in front. Hansen inside the 5. Touchdown, Herriman.
My goodness gracious. Is that Chase Hansen or Caden? Caden getting all the moves down, finding his blockers, not reading them super well, but getting in the end zone nonetheless. You'll love to see it. Caden Hansen making a name for himself and then some.
What a drive. Capped off from 23 yards out. The point after. The kick is up. It's low, but it's good. 33-31 in a back-and-forth rivalry here from the ranch. Welcome back. I'm still in shock, Moose. I can't believe that Herriman converted that drive.
As a specialist in aficionado, I was sitting there thinking they might as well punt on 2nd down and call it right there, but what a great drive. And I loved watching Hansen on that. This Herriman team is nothing to mess with, but they're still down. It's 33-31 in favor of the Bingham Miners.
Well, this is where, if you're on that sideline, it's like, all right, defense, you need to step up, make a play. We'll see if they can do it on this drive. I mean, we talk about the impressiveness we've seen tonight from Herriman. Bingham's been just as solid. This kick on the turf, skipping over, and it will end up in the end zone for the touchback.
That is a heck of a leg. I can count on my 2 hands how many squibs I've seen go into the end zone. That is a very impressive kick for a touchback. The special teams coach dabbing up the kicker saying, good job, young man. Not exactly what we wanted, but the result we like.
Well, look, I mean, in that situation, what do you want? You don't want a return. So, look, that works great.
Hey, you know what? It's the result that matters,
That's
not
correct.
how you get there.
Yeah.
Sometimes. A lot of times in life,
a lot of
it's
people
not.
think that my basketball jumper is ugly, but look, it's good for 3 points a game. So, come on.
Are you out there doing a hook?
I got the sidewinder going.
Oh, gosh.
First down for Bingham. Drive starting at their 20. Sudbury looking right side, has a block. Sudbury in the open field. Carson Sudbury. Stop me if you heard this before. To the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Bingham on an 80-yard touchdown run for Sudbury.
I'm sure you guys wonder why I call him Mr. Clean. It's because of the back of his jersey. That's all you see, and it is so clean. We hear the Bingham coaches saying, boom shakalaka. With Carson Sudbury, you can do that. My goodness gracious. Carson Sudbury, have yourself a night.
That's the 3rd Bingham touchdown of 80 yards or greater tonight. It's the second 80-yard touchdown that Sudbury has been involved in. And it's the second that's a one-play drive for Bingham that ends up in the end zone.
And you wonder why Bingham's offense seems so refreshed and revigorated, ready to go. That's why.
I'll tell you what, Dusty and I have done running back rankings. Carson has moved up about 25 spots tonight. It's 40-31 Bingham.
Yep. Like we all thought, Bingham putting up 40 points on this ferocious defense.
Well, so we're getting ready to come back out on offense. While we gather our thoughts, if you need to gather new windows, there's no better place to go than Advanced Windows. They're running their fall window sale right now. You can get $2,000 off 10 windows or more, plus 60 months of 0% interest financing available for a limited time only. Call 801-850-9100 or visit advancedwindowsusa.com.
My goodness gracious, this is a great game.
I feel bamboozled by Bingham. They start, obviously 1-4, not a great start. They haven't come from behind against Copper Hills. No one's planning on Bingham scoring 40 points against Herriman. Good on him, man. It's been an impressive
Their special teams coach may be looking for a head coaching job soon. Because this has been impressive.
Bingham ready to kick off again. See if we get another shoulder shrug. And no shoulders here. Field it at the 1. Looking left side, undercut at the 15. Nice coverage there from the Miners.
So, Dane, this year, we've been covering games where there's been multiple 5-interception games.
Yeah.
Multiple. And you're just like, this is ugly, but we appreciate you guys staying with us. That is not how this game is. It's a beautiful game, and it's so fun to watch. Two contradicting styles, too.
This has to be the highest scoring game in the history of this rivalry.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is,
I don't know
though.
either. I'm going to go look that up. It's got to be. It's got to be up there.
Who would know that? We got to find them.
I got a source. I'll go look.
Okay.
I'll go look. I might need a minute.
Man.
I'll check it out. Drive starting back in the 17 for the Mustangs. They can't catch a breather on offense.
I'm getting tuckered out just trying to announce this game.
Yeah, I got an early flight tomorrow, guys. We got the whistles here. Timeout going to be taken by Herriman. Timeout, Mustangs. We're going to step aside and we'll be back. Our research department frantically scurrying to look at the history between these two. It's looking pretty good.
3-6, 6-9.
I just saw 6-0.
Okay.
So 37-24. Yeah, we're beyond that. There you go. First down. Ty on the throw. Hansen once again over the middle. Caught. Pickup of 13.
This is such a great game. If you're here for defense, it's a horrible game. For literally everyone else on this floating rock we call Earth, congratulations to the most exciting game of the week we've had all year.
There are traditionalists in this game that are losing their mind by the second.
Nick Saban sitting at home cursing at the TV.
Nah, he's coming around. With a lot of power behind that run.
Good job for the safety coming up and filling right there.
Our clock at 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ty looking over to the sideline here for the call.
It's crazy that in high school you have 3 people sending in different plays. As we all know, there's Spygate going on here.
Hey,
in
that
high
sheet
school.
is coming. We're not too far from the sheet appearing in Utah high school football. I just got a feeling. Oh, that one, miscommunication. I don't think that receiver was quite ready for that. Ty had to get rid of it. There was good pressure there by Bingham.
The sheet, are you talking about the
screen?
The Mike Leach sheet? What are you referring to?
What was it Oregon who first brought the sheet out when they played Arizona State?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And now that's a common thing in college because no one can see the signal.
Yeah,
They're going to steal our calls.
there's not 50,000 people in a stadium that can record that.
Right.
And more cameras that can film.
That was the
than
most
anything else.
overblown thing in such a long time. Anyway, hey, we got 3rd and 5 here. Ty, there's Hansen.
Man, we started the game featuring number 16. We were 2 numbers off. Hansen is all over the field today, attacking the middle, finding the zones, and getting her done. Way to go, Hansen.
He's kind of shaking his shoulder there, trying to keep it loose. It is a cool evening. Of course, we're atop the press box where there's a nice breeze up here.
Nice breeze is a very nice way of saying that.
Yeah, we're positive. 1st and 10. Fake on the motion. Got a man wide open. Down the sideline. And Herriman inside the 20. Pushed out of bounds as it's Fafita. They motion him across the formation. And they strike down the field with the tailback.
Ty throws just such a catchable ball. He just throws these nice little floaters. He's played receiver, it seems, and he's like, this is how it's supposed to be done. You see some quarterbacks in this state thinking they're John Elway, ripping the ball at 5-yard ends and seeing the cross from the football marking these kids' chests. But what a great job by Ty finding Fafita.
1st down at the 16. This is the carry. Looking back right side. Bingham wrapping up and brought down at the 10 on the carry there by Isaac Larson.
Larson with the carry.
Man. The cool thing about this Herriman team, it's not just they're going for the heavyweight knockout punch.
Yep.
They're going jab, crossover, and then getting the punch in, getting their explosive plays in. Bingham's just going for Hail Marys all night.
2nd down. Ty dumps underneath. Oh, that's a big hit, but that ball caught. It's going to be good for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal, but boy, how about this hit from Bingham?
I love how Ty came in and he's like, I saw that. I'm so sorry. I did not anticipate that coming, but Kemper Castro sitting there. He's like, I'm a freshman. I'm 220, and that's what you do to me, you big old jerk?
I'll tell you what, though. 6'4", 200 pounds as a freshman tight end? Yes, please.
The freshmen in this state have been impressing me left and right.
1st and goal. Here's Ty. Bingham showing pressure. Ty gonna keep this himself. Looking for a block. Tucks inside. Stretching ahead. Touchdown, Herriman.
Wow. Herriman has done a great job getting down and getting into the end zone. They do it in a plethora of ways. Through the air, on the ground. Finding ways to just make this happen and making it back to a 3, possibly 2-point game. Who would have thought that the beginning series, that 2-point conversion would play such a momentous part on the scoreboard?
This point after, up and good. We're back to a 2-point difference. 40-38. Bingham, Herriman, and an all-timer. How about this? We talk about the offense tonight. Freddie Ty has been involved in 5 touchdowns. Carson Sudbury has 4. Been a great back and forth between 2 dynamic playmakers here in Region 2.
Absolutely. It's been really fun watching it, going back and forth. Sometimes you'll see a 5-6 touchdown game, but it's not by the 3rd quarter.
Right.
And it's still competitive. Neither one of these teams are taking their foot off the gas.
Herriman set to kick here. This one caught. Taken from at the 12, looking up the middle. Bingham with a nice return up to the 47-yard line.
And that is why Herriman's trying to not allow returns by doing squib kicks. Right there. Bingham's special teams are that special.
That was Chase Swenson. He was the young man that reeled off the big run. So look, they've gotten through this game with a lot of Carson Sudbury, and now you see some of the additional legs providing continued offensive momentum, be it special teams, be it the run game, to help continue to put Bingham in favorable positions.
Well, these Hogs for the offensive line are not tired at all. They've had a total of probably 10 minutes of play time tonight.
Drive starting good field position. Sudbury gonna run. Right side. Ooh, boy, that's a big hit on Sudbury. Pick up 5.
Sudbury pops right up. That is a tough 5 yards, and this Bingham team is finding success on the edges of Herriman. Trying to get away from Ephraim Asiata, finding success. This Bingham team is no joke with what they've been able to accomplish.
And to that point, you talked about Ephraim Asiata before the game. The young man with a lot of opportunities. We've not called his name on many defensive plays tonight for Herriman.
No, because they're running away from him. Brilliant game plan by the Bingham offensive coordinator.
Second down, through the middle. There you go.
That's not Ephraim.
No.
That's 34.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, look, if Ephraim, if they're running away from you, need help. That was Samoa Brown, the senior, coming in.
Looks like Ephraim a little bit, but that is going to be the end of the third quarter.
That's right, through 3. It's a 2-point difference. Bingham will have a third down to start our fourth when we come back. Welcome back. Want to thank our sponsors. Look, if you didn't know, step outside. Full weather's here. If you want to watch a game and be warm, check out Igloo Outfitters. It's the coziest wearable sleeping bag, and it has you covered during those chilly days and nights. Worry no more about the weather. Watch your favorite team in comfort with Igloo Outfitters. That's Igloo, I-G-L-U. Go to igloooutfitters.com and enter Rewind for $20 off. Never miss the moments with Igloo Outfitters.
That is a great sponsor. In the summer when we were starting this out, I'm like, what a horrendous sponsor. Now I'm like, best sponsor ever.
I knew it was a matter of time, Moose, a matter of time. Look, I love doing it, but by about October, I'm like, I'm ready for basketball because I'm cold. I want to go inside.
Yeah, little do you know, by September, mid-September, you're like, I'm out.
I'm cold.
I don't know if I'll be back next week. It depends on the sun and
We'll be back in warmth in 7 days. Tell you who's been in warmth tonight have been both offenses. My goodness, 78 points through 3 quarters.
They haven't been warm. They've been hot. I'm trying to get to that 100 points.
It'll be third down. This feels like a big play for this Herriman defense to start this fourth. Movement. Oh, boy.
Well, there was no question on movement there. Ephraim Asiata was like, let's make sure and let's do a little tap, get back.
Yeah, the movement up front, I wondered how long Ephraim was going to carry that if he were going to end up getting offsetting, but
he wanted to touch every helmet of the offensive line. He's like, I know you've ran away from me all night, but I'm still here.
Just so you know, I haven't gone anywhere. So now it's 3rd and 10.
He's saying, please run at me this down.
Do you throw it here if you're Bingham?
I wouldn't.
Play action. Bootleg. Pressure coming. Wide open. It's caught. First down and more inside the 30. And the Miners exercise.
There's a flag on the play after.
That flag. This is going to come back. It's going to waste what would have been a great third down conversion.
I don't know if it's going to come back, but it was an after the play was dead, basically. One of the Bingham offensive linemen, a freshman, has finally had enough and started swimming a little bit too early on the defensive lineman.
It was Carson Stetler who had the reception. Remember, he had the reception on the touchdown pass to start it off, but that play has to be over for that to be a dead ball, and I don't think that was the case.
Gotcha. So is it a repeat the third down? Or do they give it to him and then take it from there?
You ready for, oh boy, they just called it on Herriman. My bad.
No, they did a dead ball personal foul.
Yeah, but they pointed against Herriman. Coach Pierce like, wait. I think we got some clarity here. You ready for something crazy, Moose?
Yes, sir.
Fourth quarter.
Okay.
American Fork playing Lone Peak tonight. AF 14 in the fourth quarter. Lone Peak 17.
What? I had AF as possibly my number one team in the state.
Well,
what is going on?
Still time to go here. So they do call it a dead ball. So it will be from the end of the play, back it up, but it's going to be a first down here.
Yeah, it was pretty late, pretty egregious. That young man has 3 years to figure it out, but better figure it out sooner rather than later.
So first down for Bingham.
And good call on the pass. Not what I do, but that's what everyone else in the stadium would do at this point. Pretty good throw, honestly.
Honestly, like, the sophomore has not been bad tonight. They haven't asked him to do a lot, but he's done what he's needed to keep this offense moving.
And that's always a scary situation. You're like, you want me to play tonight?
Right.
I remember my sophomore season, the senior got hurt and the junior got hurt. And I went into the coach's office. I'm like, so, am I starting or what's the plan? He's like, oh, yeah, get a jersey. Let's go.
First down here for Bingham. Direct snap, Sudbury looking right side. And he'll just dive ahead to pick up a couple. You see some of those blocks. It continues to be a little chippy out there.
Oh, it's beyond chippy. Tostitos, crumble, chip, dirty dough. All you guys better get over here quick.
They're going to say just a pickup of 3 on that carry.
I do like sun chips as well, if anyone wants to bring those up.
I'm not going to lie. That's a very underrated chip.
It's extremely underrated. Thank you.
Second down. Oh, working that dive. And then, look, you talking about running away. That's a dive play. We're gonna push it outside, right? Like
they're just so used to going outside and away from Ephraim Asiata at this point. They're like, even our dives are going to the other side.
That was Brimhall on the carry. He'll pick up an additional 3, and we'll have 3rd and 4.
So you're in no man's territory here. It's not really field goal range if you don't get the first down.
So you're saying 4-down territory?
I think this is 4-down territory. So you got to get multiple stops.
They'll run it again. Coming right side. Good blocking. And Swenson, I think he has it. Yes, he does. First down, Bingham.
Great job by Bingham. They said, hey, we don't need the 4th down. But now they're getting into field goal range. Could get 5 points up, which does absolutely nothing. Well, it does something. Makes it so you can't get the field goal and go up by 1.
Yeah, here's the other thing about this drive, though. That clock's running. Right? I mean, right now, how Herriman's moved the ball, it's like, look, let's take some time off. We don't want 80-yard touchdowns right now. Like, let's get some time off of this thing.
This is probably the longest drive Bingham's had all night.
Like yeah. Sudbury trying to bounce outside. Boy, not a lot of room there. Able to pick up a hard-earned 3. Good carry there from Carson.
Might have an injured Miner. Nope, he's up. He's okay.
Fine, man.
Shake it off.
Yeah, Ben Owens. Excuse me. Nope, 55. I don't have a 55 on the roster. My apologies.
That's an old school mentality right there. When I broke my femur the first time, my grandpa came up to me and said, rub some dirt on it, shake it off. I'm like, I don't think this is that type of situation.
Hey, we saw Jordan Taula last week play with a broken finger. It was actually dislocated finger. Kid ran back out there 2 plays later. That's why he's wearing Vandals gear right there.
I was really impressed with the shake it offness from him.
is a stud. Big game last week for Davis. Carson Sudbury contacted right near the line. Not a lot of room as Herriman see if that can spark this defense. Coming up to help make the stop was 41 Parker Wilcox.
So excited. They're like, we did it. We set the edge. Finally. Let's go. But this is a big third down because once again, you're right on the edge of field goals. You can kick it here, but let's see what Bingham can do and if they can make some magic once again.
It's breezy up here, but the flags on the uprights are dead. So it doesn't appear to be a lot of wind on the field. Bingham would love to not have that choice. As Sudbury right side and keeps the wheels moving. I think he's a yard short. And indeed, that will be the case.
Let's see what Bingham does. I don't know if I do, and that's coming from me. This game is so close that you can't let Herriman steal a possession.
Bingham, I think, is going to take a timeout, maybe. I don't know. 4th and 1, and the Bingham offense on the field. Do you try hard count here?
No, I don't think that's going to really matter. And having a sophomore quarterback, too, that hasn't had as many reps in the offseason, I wouldn't risk that.
They need a yard. Dive, able to slip through. First down, still on his feet, inside the 10. Boy, they nearly had it, and it reels off for 12 yards and a first.
Just slipped right through his fingers. Great penetration. Great job by Herriman right there. But Bingham showed fortitude, showed they could get there, and now they're on 1st and goal.
That was Brimhall with the carry on 4th down. Well, I really like how they've mixed up the run game, Moose.
Absolutely.
To start, it was all Sudbury. You've seen Brimhall, Swenson get more touches. Been a good mix.
Brimhall, Swenson, and Sudbury, all of them have been great, and they all bring something a little bit different.
1st and goal. This is Brimhall again. Through the middle. Touchdown, Bingham. Tristan Brimhall from 10 yards out.
Man, 7 minutes left, too. Bingham flexing their muscles like we didn't expect. For real, going into this game, we were talking about it. I said I could see like 37, 31, something like that, lots of field goals. But no, Bingham's saying, hey, let's do a interesting 2-point conversion here. Nope, they didn't.
Little play action on Moose Bingham there. And look, they took 5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
More, because they started that drive in the third quarter.
Crazy.
With 1:12 to go. So that's a 6+ minute drive from the Miners. Is this point after up and good. The lead pushed back to 9. Bingham with the lead on the road in Region 2. Welcome back. 7+ minutes to go. Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham. Moose, we thought this game had potential. I don't know where we saw this. What a ball game tonight between two rivals.
This didn't have potential. Not this much potential, though. Like, we were sitting there, we're like, this could be interesting. Region 2, some foes. Little did we know, this would be a barn burner.
And here's some pressure now on Herriman. Look, they've not been in a lot of close games this year. It's been a team that, every game has been decided by double figures for the Mustangs. So this one does break the plane, so it'll be a touchback for Herriman.
The returner right there is looking at the ref yelling, debatable, come on! Let me return that! He's like, I didn't go in the end zone, the ball did. Possibly, depending on your vantage point.
That's all that matters, Moose. The ball don't lie.
That one might be a little bit of a fibber, though.
Out come the Mustangs. All right, how much urgency does Herriman have to have here, Moose? 2 possessions, 7 minutes.
Well, you need a stop. You've got all your time. Well, you've got 2 of your timeouts left. You got to be pretty urgent.
Here's Ty. Looking. The flag route nearly intercepted. Boy, that is a great read on the outside by Bingham. And Freddie probably fortunate that he doesn't pay for that one.
That was a really good job by Bingham and a really horrible catch. They're going to be working on catching drills because that could have sealed the game right there.
Yeah, probably could have.
Herriman is lucky to be getting another opportunity.
Ty. Gonna run this up the middle. Picks up about 8, maybe 9 on the carry.
And a flag at the end. May have been face mask, helmet to helmet type thing.
It's right where the tackle was. So, yeah, I think you're right, Moose.
Because it looks like he may have gotten hit in the head, kicked in the head, something like that. The refs are having a conference about it. And Herriman seems pretty confident that they're going to be going that way.
And they will. Look at you, Moose.
Oh, I don't get things right very often, but we've got a great cameraman that was doing a lot of signing towards me.
Doug Jardine with us here tonight.
Doug basically mouthing it. He's like, it was a hit in the head. Come on, Moose.
Whenever I show up in Doug's here, I always want to be like, hey, Doug.
Cool.
No?
No idea.
Doug Smith. It's a old... Anyway, I watch too much TV. First down. Ty, gonna tuck again. Has room up the middle. Using that official once again. I'll tell you, that's a crafty young man.
The official's dodging him just in time. But that's an elite move once again, using the official as your 12th man on the field and 11th blocker. Now, Herriman has to be really careful with the clock right here.
6.5. Gonna run it. Oh, nice patience there by Larson. You see that little step back to find that lane up the middle. He'll pick up 9.
When you're running back, there's a lot of teams that, I mean, when I was growing up, everyone watched Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, cut here, cut there. And our coaches would be like, gosh dang it, get north and south right now.
Well, now, in fairness, you had Sasan Chakarine, who was probably the closest Utah running back to a Reggie, but his speed was unreal.
His speed was unreal, but he was a one-cutting up kid.
That's fair. That's fair. Ty. First down, Herriman takes it inside the 30.
The closest to a Reggie Bush would maybe be like an Easy Sofele, I think.
He was a little more of a scat back for me than a Reggie Bush kind of a guy.
Who would be our Reggie Bush back in the state of Utah?
Well, we don't have one because there's only one Reggie Bush.
Yeah, I know.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I'm trying to think because like most of our running backs have been like Ula Tolutau.
Right. Jalen Warren, right?
Yeah, Jalen Warren's probably as much of a Reggie Bush as... Okay.
No.
Man, disrespecting Jalen Warren.
No, that's
on
no
this
disrespecting Jalen Warren.
Wow.
I was the biggest Jalen Warren fan. Ty evading a tackler. Oh, was that picked off? Oh, no, they rule it incomplete. Boy, that was almost highlight play interception for Charger Doty, and he would have been off to the races.
Charger's like, it did not touch. It did not touch.
It was awfully close. It was intended for Johnson.
Unfortunately, we don't have replay, but if we did, I think he may have had that interception.
Jalen Warren had a lot more physicality to his game than Reggie Bush.
Do you know what? Possibly Carson Sudbury.
That's not terrible.
Okay.
That's not terrible.
We'll roll
You
with
don't
that.
see him in the passing game as much as Reggie was, but
he can't pass
he's
it
playing
to
quarterback
himself.
tonight. Here's Ty. Again, looking to run it here. Trying to get some blocks. Penalty flag here behind the play.
Very behind the play, and it looks like there were only 2 Herriman guys on each other. Hope they weren't holding each other.
This one coming back. Got 5 to go. And the penalty here not going to help the Mustangs.
You know what? Who was the running back for Alta that went to Weber State? Josh Davis.
Josh Davis. There you go.
Okay.
I'm all in on that.
Okay,
I'm
look
all
at
in on
Josh
that.
Davis on Reggie Bush award.
And you know, here's the problem with that. Jalen and Josh were the same class.
And neither one went to a major P5 school.
It was tragedy. Little screen. Set up, tracked down from behind. Good run once again there by Hansen after the reception.
Got to get those penalty yards back.
Yep.
And Bingham, the defense looks like it's getting tired. And the clock is still running.
But you know, the crazy thing was Josh Davis and Angie Lynn Warren both set records that year. They would have got more notoriety if it wasn't for the other. Right? Like, they kind of took away the spotlight from each other, and both had phenomenal seasons.
It's
3rd and 10. Ty looking deep, wide open. Oh, and just missed it. Had a man in the end zone and couldn't haul it in. It'll be 4th down.
The collective groan, not just from the crowd, but from us as well. That was a great throw. And he's going to come down with that catch 9 times out of 10.
Fafita's come down with that catch 4 times tonight.
At least 4 times out of 5, so that's an 80% success rate. You got to go for it. Well, actually, you don't. You could kick a field goal here.
You could. I don't like that, though. I think you do go for it. 4th and 10, offense on the field. Last chance here, potentially for the Mustangs in a 2-possession game. Ty, pressure, able to duck out of it, got to get rid of it, throws it up, and Charger Doty breaks it up. The Bingham defense gets a stop.
Charger Doty almost had an interception right there. And with Bingham doing this, we've got fireworks going on.
We got flags on the field as well. Going to be a little substitution problem on that far sideline. We're going to call it substitution just because, you know.
Celebration, substitution.
Yeah, all of the above.
Well,
sideline.
That's the first cheer I've heard. Herriman seemed to say, "You play sophomores." And yes, they have played sophomores, and the sophomores have done very good. Not the best cheering section right there. But Bingham getting that massive stop.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had it in them in this offensive explosion of a game.
And with the way they've ran the football tonight, Moose, they can run this thing out. 4:14 to go. What a game from the Bingham Miners.
Herriman has to get a stop pretty quick here. They've got to preserve their timeouts. 2 left, and the clock is ticking below 4 minutes now.
In a year where you feel like it's set up for Herriman to get that win, for Bingham come in and be like, no, it still says Bingham. Like, super impressive.
Some people get distracted by the pinstripes on the Yankees jerseys. Seems that Herriman gets distracted by the B on the Binghams.
2nd down. Evades one tackler. Swenson still on his feet. I mean, it's just been the yards per carry tonight for Bingham has been high.
Yards after contact has been super impressive. Yeah. That should have been about a 2-yard loss in all reality. But slipping right through fingers.
3rd and 2 as we approach 3 to play. This is essentially the ball game.
Which is crazy that this is the ball game. It's been a quick game, too.
3rd down. Herriman needs a stop here to have any life left. Sudbury, why not? And I think he's got it.
It is close.
Officials looking over. The white hat, waiting. Oh, the drama. And we're going to measure it.
Oh.
Does someone have an index card?
I got a credit card, but they can't use that. Man, just like Jalen Warren and Josh Davis, Carson Sudbury is being overlooked. Colleges better get on the phone with the head coach of Bingham and say, hey, Coach Jones, what do we got to do to get this kid to our school? Because we could have the next Steelers running back in our hands.
You have connections.
I do have connections. Going to get on the phone right after this.
There you go. As we look for the measure. First down. Carson Sudbury runs for the first. It'll move the sticks, and the Bingham Miners going to win this game.
Sometimes it's inches when it's 6-0, and sometimes it's inches when it's 47-38. That is a big play. Good job by Bingham's running game, finding ways to win when they honestly have no business doing that with third, fourth string quarterbacks.
You talk about guys that have just done their job. Don't have a turnover tonight. They've executed extremely well. Special teams contributed. The offense had big plays. His whistles here will stop this play. A procedure will back Bingham up.
And you know what? Herriman isn't out of it yet. They could get some stops.
Well, the problem is it's 2 possessions. So what you need is you need to get the ball back, drive in less than a minute, score. If you don't get the onside, you have 3 timeouts to get the ball back and then drive the length of the field.
In the immortal words of Dumb and Dumber, so you're saying there's a chance?
There is a chance, but
I stick around.
It's not a good chance.
I stick around until I see the clock hit 0.
Oh, I always stick around. Here's Sudbury, left side, tripped up after a short gain. As we're inside of 2 to go, and now a timeout being taken by Herriman. And we've got a final, not here, but another action. Lone Peak upsets American Fork 17-14.
What in the world? Really?
Final.
17-14 after Lone Peak loses to PG last week.
They haven't scored. Hold on. They've scored 1 offensive touchdown in the last 2 weeks, Lone Peak. They didn't score an offensive touchdown last week. And they scored 1 offensive touchdown against Highland of Arizona.
Okay. Well, all I know is Coach Denny, the defensive coordinator there, deserves a massive raise.
Agreed.
Whatever they're paying him, double it.
I mean, up it to $5 an hour for crying out loud.
Hey, that's more than double right there. We're not going to do that. This is Utah, of course. We don't pay our coaches.
We'll have a conversation on that, Moose. Going to be second down here after this Herriman timeout. Again, this is largely to try to preserve some clock.
You see, I'm trying to get a bill passed called the Coach's Pay Bill where we compete with Texas. Dane is not a fan.
No, I did not say that.
I am
Moose.
just kidding.
I did not say that. 2nd and 14. Little swing out into the flat. Sudbury makes one man miss and out of bounds. Boy, that's not what you want to do there.
Still, great job not getting tackled. Horrible job getting out of bounds. But Sudbury just getting her done. And that was fortuitous for Herriman. So this is a 3rd and long. They may be getting the ball back pretty quick here.
They could, and again, they've got 2 timeouts in the pocket here, so that's why it's so important to stay in bounds on those plays.
I believe they have 1 left.
Oh, they just changed it. They do.
But big play for Bingham. Are you passing it yet?
No. They'll stay on the ground. Sudbury trying to get the first. He's going to be 2 yards short. And there's that final timeout taken by Coach Pierce. 1:39 to go. Timeout, Herriman. Well, we'll take one more moment to thank our sponsors. Just a reminder, or go to utah.law to find the law office nearest you. Punting situation, if you're Herriman, you bring the house here, Moose, or do you just set up for a return?
I honestly don't know. Their punter's pretty good at Bingham, but they haven't been pressured and he hasn't punted. And taking this long in between punts, your legs get tight, my knee's tight, my legs are tight standing up here. But on the field, it's not like you're punting all game long. So I'd probably bring pressure, to be honest with you, and not set up the return because our offense has been that explosive. I'd love to see fours get in on this and possibly get a punt block.
Giving you a little insight to how a camera operates for you there. This is next level.
Man, Some people have Prime Video. We have How Does Our Camera Work?
Yeah, we do.
Now you know. Oh, not punting.
Offense on the field for Bingham on 4th and 2.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Go!
Oh, goodness.
Oh!
I talked about it. You go for the hard count. I couldn't tell if there was or not, but watch the football. Bingham picks up the first down off of the offside encroachment.
Oh, my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Wow. And sometimes that's the way a game ends.
And that will do it. It's a first down, 1 timeout left. I think you can kneel this ball out.
So now for my favorite play, what I call the marriage proposal, where you get down on one knee. You have a rock in your hands. That's what you got to do, the marriage proposal at the end of the game. Very popular in the southern parts of Utah County.
And now Bingham, we're going to take a timeout here. We're going to step aside, hopefully for the last time tonight. A word from our sponsors. Welcome back, Moose. You ready for something crazy?
Yes, I am.
We've only had 1 touchdown in this fourth quarter. Bingham has salted this game away. Good job.
With the third quarter, with the second, with the first, I expected it to keep going. I really wasn't going to be surprised if there was 100 points on the game.
Yep.
But now for the sassy marriage proposal.
Bingham takes a knee.
They might have to take 1 more?
I think 2.
2? I'm trying my best, ladies and gentlemen, with my math.
Moose, your final thoughts of what we've seen tonight.
My final thoughts is Carson Sudbury, maybe a top 5 running back in the state. Oh, I almost said quarterback.
Well, his performance tonight is putting him up there in that ranking too.
I mean, goodness. He might be the most impressive running back in the state. We've got kids at Box Elder that are pretty good. We've got kids at Woods Cross that are good, but Carson Sudbury running between the tackles, running outside the tackles, he is an absolute menace, and it's been fun to watch.
It's been a one-sided rivalry, and Bingham will continue, improve to 14-1 against the Herriman Mustangs. And how about a 2-0 start in region play for the Miners? A lot of people, I think, started writing them off, including me. I just didn't know that this would be a year that we'd see Bingham in it. But look, you see a performance like tonight, it's still Bingham.
They're finding ways to win. They're playing good football. They're not giving up penalties. This has been an impressive Bingham squad tonight.
And that will do it. The Bingham Miners come to Herriman and will leave with a 47-38 victory. Moose, your selection of a player of the game.
I would go the offensive line, but Carson Sudbury, I'm going to give it to you, young man. How many touchdowns did he get? 4 tonight?
Yes.
Wow. Carson Sudbury, you deserve the player of the game, and keep your jersey nice because you are Mr. Clean tonight.
3 rushing, 1 passing for Carson Sudbury, including some timely runs, as the Bingham Miners defeat Herriman and improve to 2-0 in region play, 47-38. For Doug Jardine, Moose Bingham, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you for joining us. Reminder, you can catch all the highlights of your week action across the state on KSLSports.com. And every Friday night, join Moose and myself for our game of the week. And we'll take you all the way to state championships right here on KSL Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time on our game of the week.